Hi guys, welcome back to another show. You might recognize these bad boys here. They are the lights that I got from Neewer. I've got one at the moment at like a 45-degree angle, facing down towards me with a diffuser over it just to give that softer light so it doesn't give a big shine off my head or you don't see any reflection in my glasses. This one, I'll probably find another little home for it soon. I'm currently in the middle of building this place up at the moment, so this blank wall here won't be blank within 4 weeks. I've ordered a rack of shelves for it, so within 3-4 weeks hopefully I'll have them and the place won't look so bare looking. It'll be more inviting. There's that other light I never mentioned before, this little orange one. That's all that is. Just a lamp facing in the corner, just to give a bit of depth between me and the background and the wall. So like whenever I get these shelves in, obviously they're going to be filled with other bits and bobs and maybe some other little lighting things that I might have. Anyway, let's crack on to this week's episode. So I got a message saying that one of the guys wanted me to show them how to focus using the Nikon D7000 when shooting video. I said yeah, no problem, and so here we go. My first little tip though, a little tip and trick, is to buy one of these. They only cost like, I don't know, I think this cost me like £2. It's just a little like focus ring adapter, so it helps you pull focus a lot smoother instead of using your hands, because you might have to go like this, which isn't great. So when you got that, you can do all sorts. You can pull it real quick. I'll just take it off here at the minute. All you got to do to take it off is just unscrew that and it just should slide off. So that's what it looks like. You can put it around any sort of lens, any size, whatever, and you just screw it back in to tighten it up, and then use that there like I showed you before to pull the focus. Great little thing to have if you're going to be shooting video and you're doing manual focus. So anyway, on to the camera itself. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put everything into manual, because if you're going to be shooting in autofocus, I advise you not to with this camera, because you will hear it hunting for things to focus on. You will hear that diggy 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 thing going on, the motor in it, and it will be hunting for everything, and you're going to, and the viewers watching it is going to hear it, and it just doesn't sound nice. So if you can, try to get used to doing manual focus. That's the best thing as well, that you can make little markers on this of where to focus to. You know, scene 1, scene 2, and you know you're good to go by then. But anyway, cracking on. So what you want to do is put everything into manual. So first thing to put your camera into manual is down here. I don't know if you can see that, probably not with that lighting. There is a little AF/M switch. You want to put that on to M for manual. AF is autofocus and M is manual. Now, if you have a lens that does autofocus and manual, you want to switch that over to manual as well. And then on the top, switch it over to the M for manual. So those 3 things, 2 if you don't have an automatic lens like that. So we'll dive into the menu, and you're going to go over to the second little icon down from the side, and which is a little icon of the camera. We're going to switch over, and you're going to toggle up and down using this dial here, up and down like that. So you're going to go all the way down, and you're going to try and find where it says movie settings. So whenever you go into movie settings, you've got 4 little options here: movie quality, microphone, destination, and manual movie settings. So if we go into the first one, you've got movie quality. Now if you go into this, you're going to see you've got a long list of options of what kind of quality you want. Now this is an old camera, so it ain't going to do 4K. So the best we have is 1080p at 24 frames per second on the high quality, obviously. So if you click OK, middle button on that, that's selected. Then we're going down to the microphone. Now the microphone is the internal microphone. So if we go click OK on that and we go to the sensitivity. Now I have mine set to medium sensitivity, number 2, because I find that the 3 and the auto, well, the auto will fade in and out. Like everybody talks up and down in their voice, and very few of us have this monotone line of talking like that. There just doesn't work. So I like it at a medium sensitivity. 3 is just too high because you'll hear it going pop. You'll hear all the peaking, all the P's and the S's. They'll just start popping. So 2 is cool. The destination is the card slot. Now with the Nikon D7000, you do have 2 card slots, slot 1, slot 2. It's up to you where you want to have your video saved to. So I've got slot 1. And down to manual movie settings. Now this is where it gets a little bit weird, because if you put, it says manual movie settings, if you switch it to on, you're not going to have full control over manual settings. So for some strange reason you got to make sure that that's on off. I don't know, one of Nikon's little things, who knows. So that's what you're going to have anyway. And that's your movie settings now all set up. Now at the back of your camera, you have a little toggle here with the red button on it. Obviously the red button is your record button, but you've got this little slider which has LV on it. That stands for live mode. So we switch it over to live mode. So now we can see everything that we need to see. You've got your frame rate, your F, your shutter speed, your ISO, all that kind of crack. How long your movie's going to be, and all the rest of it. So we're obviously shooting in 24 frames per second, which is the most natural to the eye on video. So your frame rate, your shutter speed is going to be double that, so you're going to want that at 50. So if you use the back little dial here, turn that to 50. Now on this lens, it's got an f-stop of 3.5. You know, it isn't that, you know, it's not spectacular, it's not it's not going to give you the best bokeh on the planet, but if you use your lens correctly, then you know you'll get some decent bokeh out of it. So I've got mine wide open at 3.5 because that's going to let the most light into the camera, onto the sensor. And then you've got your ISO. To get to the ISO, all you have to do is push the little ISO button down here. It's got a magnifying glass on it with a minus in the middle. So if you hold that and use the little dial again, now you can change your ISO, obviously how much brightness you're going to let into it. Obviously you don't want to go too high with it, so if you can put it to 100, that'll give you the most perfect picture. Try not to go over 1000. After that you may get a little grainy picture, but yeah, keep it somewhere in between that if you can. Like I said, lower the ISO the better. Obviously if you're out in daylight, you're going to have the lowest ISO you can get, so you'll have a real clean picture. And what can I say on that? That's it. The rest is entirely up to you guys. So it's all about how imaginative you can get. Need to clean this lens a wee bit. There we go. It's all up to you how imaginative you can get, and yeah, like I said, pick one of them up on Amazon or eBay, wherever. I can't even remember where I got this. I got it so long ago. But yeah, this was a lifesaver, because without this, I was like this here constantly. And that does not work. That does not give you the nice smooth flow that you're going to have, as you're going to want, you know, to pull focus. So guys, if you enjoyed the video and you've learned something, hopefully the guy that asked for this learned a little something, drop a comment, drop a like, follow, helps me out a lot. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. And like I said before, I can't do the whole hand on the lens thing anymore, so I have to come up with a new type of